Williams has a screen for Walker. The dish to Batum. Hits the front of the rim and out. And stolen by Shaw. At the elbow, Batum. And stolen by Roten.
I can run one more.
Williams kicks to Anthony.
Yeah.
And there's the foul on Nicholas Batum. That's his first foul. So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. Hornets on defense now. Here's Porzingis. 6 on the shot clock. And no good. And a chance to take the lead. The Hornets have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. And the basket by Kaminsky.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Knicks trail by 3. Roten kicks to Anthony. He feeds it to Vujacic. This one for 3. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Vujacic has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. A big performance here for the Hornets last year. In 2014, they were very tough to beat at home, and that was not the case in 2015.
Yeah, I mean, they struggled to string together those defensive runs at home, and in the end, that led to their less than stellar.
The Hornets have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%.
The zoom type.
Chipped away. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. And it's Kaminsky, top of the key. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
My goodness, he sure can get off the ground.
One of the best in the business for sure. You're right.
I tell you what, he is an imposing finisher around the rim. He makes it look a little too easy.
Anthony kicks to Vujacic. 6 to shoot. Here's Anthony. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
The pass to Porzingis. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
And the basket by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got it all tied up now for the Hornets.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that.
Roten the pass to Porzingis.
And one. Woo.
And so he draws the foul on the shot.
He might be.
To shoot 2.
Yeah, way to play and attack.
That's how I finesse it next time.
And you know the defense gets
you know what I'm saying?
On that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
This gonna be this how I'm gonna be next year.
And a new group in for the Knicks.
I'm gonna hit that jumper though.
Thomas comes in for Anthony. Aaron Aflalo. He's checked in for Sasha Vujacic.
Come on, I'm gonna play D. I'm talking about offense wise. You know D is not on the void by me.
Last year the Knicks seem to me to be very passive offensively, and that can sometimes be the case when you're trying to learn the triangle offense.
That's bullshit.
They never seem to attack the rim at all.
That ain't no foul. I D your little big blub ass up. Just give it to me one
very
time.
shy of going to the rim last year. Really could have used that dynamic among a lot of things to their game.
Yeah, because
about it. I mean, think about this. The Knicks were last in the league in drives per game as a team. So
that's why I said little big. He's short, but the nigga big as hell.
42%. So those areas have to improve if this team wants to become competitive.
Now, here's O'Quinn. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Up top, Kid Gilchrist. He's guarded by Thomas. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. The Hornets need to get a shot.
Definitely know the scouting report.
And a fast break now for the Knicks. And here they go. Passes it to Porzingis. Shoots the three. And it's Lin with the rebound.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, though. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass. And Kid Gilchrist had that very funky jumper coming into the league, and prior to last year, really worked.
I got something for him too, though.
Not an easy thing to do to try to change the entire form and structure of your jump
Let me
shot.
show you.
The Knicks making a switch here. Lopez is checked in. Calderon dishes to Lopez. And there's a whistle. That goes
Definitely getting out.
That is his first foul of the game. Lopez kicks to Thomas. Lopez a screen. Off the screen. Thomas, that's good. Thomas got his first points in this one. Clark for Kid Gilchrist, and his shot seemed to be a step in the right direction for his entire offensive game.
Well, Kevin, it was the first year of reworking that jump shot, and the mid-range percentage has gone up as a result. That's positive progress.
Pass to O'Quinn in the corner. Aflalo with it. Gets to the corner and buries it. Now it's a 3-point Knicks lead.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
New York's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Launches it.
This
Rebounded by Sharp.
Boy, they're fortunate. Defense was taking a big chance, leaving him that wide open
Wait a
behind
minute,
the arc.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Now, here's O'Quinn. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
Lin against Calderon. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances on the free throw line here.
This nigga.
Well, guys, no secret that Al Jefferson has never been known
Like,
for
where he
his
even got a
defense,
shot
but
at?
mostly viewed as an offensive player.
Yeah, he really is strong down in the low post, but last season Jefferson
No,
went
where
out of his
right there,
way
like where?
to change that no defense perception of it.
Now, here's Calderon. Dishes to Aflalo. Here's O'Quinn. Al Jefferson grabs the miss. Hornets have got 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. And Lamb slams it home. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now, here's O'Quinn.
This nigga shoots the jump shot.
Jefferson grabs the miss.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim. You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
You're all about imposing your will offensively, getting
one.
exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Let's go, Lance.
7 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Lin. Lopez with the block.
Never gonna get it, never gonna get it.
After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports.
Come on, D, stay with me.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play.
Now I got to talk my team.
How Charlotte is doing, guys? What do you think?
You know, it's been about how solid they've been offensively here.
Stay with me.
In with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
Here's Lynn. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Hornets, Jeremy Lamb out there with Jeremy Lin. Then there's Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Then there's Tyler Hansbrough. And it's Zeller in the foul. The shot, no good. Good D by Lopez. The Knicks shooting at 52% from the field. They're cooking.
This
And it's blocked. And here we go with Kidd-Gilchrist heading to the hoop.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't you?
We'll see.
Hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one. Although, if you missed it, I might have.
And so here is New York following the bucket by the Hornets. Oh, Quinn can't hit. Lee goes in. Now the feed to Hansbrough. He dishes it to Kidd-Gilchrist. Six on the shot clock. Knicks with the rebound.
You know what? His finishing ability is not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
Now here's Aflalo. Kicks it to Lopez. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And Robin Lopez, last season, he missed about 6 weeks with that broken hand, but freak injuries aside, he's been pretty durable over the course of his career. Had played in all 82 games the previous 2 seasons.
And Robin Lopez signing a new contract this offseason. He had been significantly underpaid for his production over the last 2 seasons.
And Kevin, you knew he was due for a raise. 7-footers who impact the game at both ends the way he does are really valuable.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Here's O'Quinn after the basket by Charlotte. The baseline jam. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah,
Who touched them?
But with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And when you think of Kidd-Gilchrist, one thing that comes to mind is intangibles. He has a desire and intensity and will to win that elevates him to elite status.
Yeah, you know, he never will be a great shooter, and he's still working on his jump shot. But the intangibles, you talked about it, you add heart and tenacity to that. Every team wants a guy like that.
Thomas passes to O'Quinn. That's in there. Thomas with the assist.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Lynn dishes to Hansbrough. Back to Lynn. That misses off the backboard.
And talking about Kidd-Gilchrist, yes, he's worked to fix his shooting form last season, but the real improvement was made on the board. He averaged 7.5 rebounds a game in only 29 minutes of play. That is outstanding.
And for Kidd-Gilchrist, he was accustomed to so much winning in high school, college, international competition. He's had a rough first 3 years in the NBA, making the playoffs only once in that time. But he's a real warrior, so that has to be killing him inside.
Oh, baby.
And a miss there on the triple. Feeds it to Lee. He kicks it to Hansbrough. Poked away. It's stolen by Calderon. And stolen by Zeller. Here's Hansbrough.
And guys, Tyler Hansbrough, as heavily a decorated player as we've ever had in college, has somehow seen his numbers steadily decline in the pros. Last season, he was in for an average of only 14 minutes a game, the lowest of his career. And he also only averaged about 4 points a game, which also equaled the lowest of his career.
Calderon
This nigga, man, where's you going, Robin?
And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating.
How about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Here's Lopez. New York, no good that time either. Charlotte in the lead. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Hansbrough. Here's the screen. Out to the right wing. Just 5 to shoot. And the call.
Oh my God, bro.
That's foul number 2
This
for
nigga's
him.
beat up. Ain't nothing.
Number 2, and maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
It ain't nothing. One time.
Outside, Lynn. Kid Gilchrist.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
Oh, Quinn can't hit.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
Lee passes to Lynn. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down
They're
on you
playing
like
2
that.
people.
Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Lee with the ball. Now guarded by Aflalo. Zeller dishes to Lee. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And now it's an 8-point Charlotte lead. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Charlotte.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Here's Kid Gilchrist. Jose Calderon making his last shot. 4 on the shot clock. And it's Lee penetrating. And it's blocked by O'Quinn. Right side, Thomas. The 3. And the shot is good. The Hornet lead has been cut down to just 3 in the basket from Calderon.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the
Nigga
perimeter,
pro
he
hockey,
is
that's tough.
the last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Here's Calderon. Michael Kid Gilchrist making his last shot. Calderon kicks to O'Quinn. Back to Calderon. O'Quinn in the post. Hansbrough defender. Here's a follow. No good.
I don't know
And Charlotte
why
will
you
go
don't
the other way with it.
this. Why the rotation ain't
I thought
working?
Charlotte went to their bench as much as most other teams last season. Those guys ate up time for the starters, but weren't nearly efficient scoring the ball as you might want them to be.
And so it's New York with it. They trail by 7.
How do I know?
Back to Calderon. Launches a 3. Lets the 3 fly. That's good. Calderon's got 8 points.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
That's the rub. That's the rubs.
For the Hornets last season, their bench was weak at times. They just couldn't really score that well.
And the Hornets bench was the only bench to shoot under 40% from the floor for the season.
Here's Kid Gilchrist. Can't hit from in close. Knicks trail by 4. Outside Thomas. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It goes on Cody Zeller.
And that's how it's done. You find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
So, a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. Batum attacking. And guys, Nicholas Batum is a real greyhound on the floor. The guy's got long strides, runs fast, long limber Clark. He covers a lot of ground.
Extremely active at both ends of the court, Kevin. Great versatility. He can defend 3 positions, and he's played big minutes for the Blazers. Well, they've been shooting their free throws with confidence and knocking them down. That's giving them an edge, no question about it.
Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for New York. Anthony comes in for Thomas. Roten, the pass to Anthony. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe.
That free throw missing.
Boy, they're really battling, guys. Not sitting back, being aggressive, attacking when they have the chance. I like that.
Man, I like their approach to the game right now. There's tremendous aggression on both ends, putting the onus on the officials.
And here's Walker. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Down low. Nice pass in here by Charlotte.
Wow.
Williams gets the bucket.
And guys, now the NBA has what's called player tracking. I mean, they can show how much ground a player can cover over the course of a season. And Nicholas Batum, always amongst the leaders. 2 seasons ago, he was number 1.
Well, guys, what a nice surprise Tony Roten was last season, especially effective taking over at the point, Clark, with Michael Carter-Williams gone.
Yeah, Roten put up a career-high 5 assists per game and really worked hard at the defensive end as well. He's one of the few talents on the Sixers roster that hadn't been traded away.
Now here's Jefferson. Count that one. And the Hornets lead by 4.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Anthony. 5 points in the game. Can't connect from short range.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
The kick out to Walker. They get the rebound. Jefferson dishes to Daniels. Outside Williams. Pass to Jefferson. Just 5 on the clock. Daniels kicks to Jefferson. And that one's good. Jefferson's got 5.
And for Roten last season, he even took on more of a scorer's mentality. Went up in points, went down in field goal percentage. But like a boxer, he gets a little extra credit for pushing the action.
Why are they stopping me though?
Just not much
Off the good move, the first one.
Daniels, no good. Knicks trail by 6. Williams a screen. Anthony on the way. Looking to get back on track here.
Everybody keep crowding it. Like, what the fuck?
Langston Galloway's checked in for Tony Roten.
Well, they gotta keep calling in and calling it for these niggas.
In the first half of basketball.
Shit too much.
And, you know, talking about Roten, I think the next step in his development is to produce at the same level but with greater efficiency. Too often his highlight reel passes led to turnovers. He would gamble defensively, too. That's, to me, just a young player growing up on the job.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively, they desperately need a basket.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Shot clock at 5. Here's Seraphin. And he goes in for the dunk.
And that's how you answer. I'd say he just one-upped him. Pretty good one there.
These two guys really, really like going at each other, don't they?
Boy, I tell you what, we've got a little bit of
wow, come on, man.
Here, fellas.
That's good from Walker. And so Walker nails both of them.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
Anthony. And so that brings the first half to a close. The Hornets on top, up by 8. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Hard to stop that New Jersey guy. These niggas is too much. I don't know. I'm about to stop it right here.
Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get
Tell
going
it two
again
has.
as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well.
You said what?
What a game for Kid Gilchrist. 18 points, and he's done his job.
I ain't even worrying about who you think I'm worrying about.
4 of his points from there.
And that's a good place to get them. They don't come easier than that, but you've got to get yourself there first.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. You know, Michael Kidd Gilchrist has been exceptional here, guys.
We just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shots, even the tough ones.
And New York, looking at who they've got. Kevin Seraphin is out there with Derek Williams. Then it's Vujicic. Then it's Anthony. And it's Galloway in at the point. Here's Walker. Makes it off the glass. Walker's got the lead up to 11 now for the Hornets.
Wow.
For the Knicks last season, saying it was rough is an understatement. There was a lot of turbulence, and some of it was due to their defense. They just had a difficult time stringing together stops and cutting down opponent scoring chances.
Here's Walker. Second half just getting started, about a minute played. Clock at 6. Fires, high post. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Over the Knicks last season, Greg, the defense a problem for them, specifically how they defended against perimeter shots, and in particular, the three.
38%, Kevin, of the threes against them went in. That was by far the worst in the league, and it's a big reason why they would end the year with the worst margin of victory in the NBA. How about minus 9.3? And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Batum, I know it.
Batum with the steal. Daniels kicks to Williams. And he gets it to go. Williams has got 9.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Here's Galloway, guarded by Walker. lets a floater go. Galloway, no good. Outside, Batum. From deep, Walker. And he gets it to go. Walker's got 5 points in the quarter.
They've been splashing home those threes since halftime.
Marked improvement in their shooting from what we saw to start the game.
Galloway, the pass to Anthony. And it's off the back rim, no good.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Batum wide open, he finds.
That's what I'm saying. And I started missing 2 both greens. The shit just went downhill with my boy.
Walker's got 5 assists in the game.
Yeah.
And Nicholas Batum injuring his wrist last season, he was pushed in the back
Fucking
by Larry
Porzingis
Sanders
getting fouled.
and went down hard.
What the
And
fuck?
the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. We saw that wrist bother Batum all season long. His shooting numbers down drastically. Clark, a major blow for him.
And you know what? The league might have to look at that. I mean, Sanders got a 1-game suspension, but is that really enough to discourage that kind of reckless foul? It's a thin line, but I think it's worth a further look.
Cody Zeller's checked in for Spencer Hawes. Tony Wroten, he's checked in for New York. Knicks trail by 16. Anthony drives in.
You know, for Carmelo last season, it was Murphy's Law. What could go wrong did go wrong. After signing Melo to a max deal, the Knicks management expected a bunch from him, but with the new offense and a bad knee, it didn't happen.
So he gets them both.
Anthony's been putting up the numbers. He has 11 points, and he's done a good job distributing the ball as well.
And you can't really place a value on what that means to a team. His passing has really helped their cause.
And Walker kicks to Zeller. Stolen by Serafin. Goes up. And it's Anthony with the jam.
There's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set up, and you can get some easy hoops that way.
And that steal made it possible. And if they can use a few more sequences just like that.
The dish to Batum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the call.
Oh my God, bro. What the
That is his
fuck?
first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Outside, Walker. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up the baby hook. Anthony knocks it loose. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Knicks trail by 12. To the right side. Wroten dishes to Carmelo. Gets some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Anthony's got 10 points here in the second half. It's Kid Gilchrist on the wing. Clark down low that time, and he got the 3-second goal. New York's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the free ball here. Now the pass to Galloway. He feeds it to Carmelo. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Anthony's got 12 points now in the quarter. It's Kid Gilchrist on the wing. Covered by Anthony. Trying to get back on track. And Kid Gilchrist lays it in. Kid Gilchrist has got 20 points. Roten, the pass to Galloway. And it's Anthony at the elbow. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. Anthony's got 14 points now in the second half. Outside, Lynn. Passes to Kaminsky. Back to Lynn. Good. Lynn's got 6.
That's tough.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Roten kicks to Anthony. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep. And Charlotte's defense, it didn't really start out incredible last season, but over the course of the year, they climbed the ranks, and by the end of the year, they were a force. And you can sense things now starting to tighten up. Their offense has become unstoppable.
And Greg, I'm not quite sure why it took them as long as it did to finally get things going, but as we always say, better late than never.
And Clark, you don't think of too many of the Hornets as lockdown defenders, MKG being the big one, but they defended well over the entire season.
And for them, Kevin, rim protection was a big factor. They were a top 5 team in the league in forcing missed shots at their own basket. Boy, just an excellent assist. Nice work from Kemba Walker.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Hey guys, there's no doubt Walker has a lot of the tools needed to be a great point guard. But his shooting percentage is really what has kept him from making the league. Just not as consistent as he needs to be. And a lot of it has to do with shot selection. That also has to improve.
Just thinking again about Kemba Walker's field goal percentage. Greg, you're talking about shot under 40%, Clark, from the floor last year.
Yeah, and I think so much of shooting percentage is a function of shot selection. That's 3 out of the last 4 seasons now, under 40% for Kemba. In order to be an elite point guard, that number's got to go up.
The Knicks making a switch here. Lopez, he's checked in for Kevin Seraphin. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Williams. Aaron Aflalo, who's checked in for Roten. And it's Calderon in for Langston Galloway.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful 2-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few
Wide jump.
in him,
Good
this
boy.
lead will start shrinking even further.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions here.
Pass to Carmelo. Shoots.
This nigga still don't want to hit it.
Hornets leading by 5. Here's Williams.
Good touch.
And he slams it one-handed.
I couldn't even time it.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
And so here is New York following the score by Charlotte. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Again, the miss by Anthony. Batum dishes to Daniels. Shoots the 3. And another 3 for Charlotte.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Now here's Anthony. 24 points for him. Baseline try.
Woo, good
It's
D.
rebounded by Charlotte. Batum's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Williams. Sees the alley-oop.
Oh, let me get it!
Force the shot clock violation. Great D. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Anthony against Batum. Shot clock at 6. The 11-footer. Good on the shot, and with that, the Charlotte lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Carmelo Anthony.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
That's hell of a shot.
Shot by Zeller.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the
I
mentality
hate that
they
move.
have. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving. And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
The 3 from Afflalo. And again, New York with the triple.
Nice stroke from long range. And if he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take it.
And Walker kicks to Zeller. And he was fouled on the way out. 2 free throws now for him. Well, nobody said, Greg, being in the NBA was for the faint of heart. The Knicks in a few short years have gone from a playoff team, unfortunately, to the worst team in the NBA.
Hard to fathom, Kevin, that the Knicks did enter last season with playoff aspirations, but that quickly vanished. They were just completely overmatched and overwhelmed.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising, given their advantage on the backboard.
Now, here's Calderon. 8 points for him. And it's blocked.
Why is we going up like that? I can't get a left-hand layup.
Here's Walker. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Walker's got 9 points in the quarter.
Fucking Porzingis getting in foul trouble. That shit fucking
Anthony
y'all
kicks
up.
to Calderon. Out to Anthony. Got it off in time. And as we end the 3rd quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Hornets on top. Welcome back. 4th quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. And so here is New York. It's a 14-point game. Marvin Williams is out there with Batum. And there's Kemba Walker. Then it's Cody Zeller. And it's Daniels in the 2 spot. So that's the
Come on.
Out of bounds. Charlotte.
Yo, why are they making my boy play like this today right now?
On his part, just no idea he was right.
Nah, man, that's some bullshit, man. They just got my boy act like he can't do nothing. Put me in foul trouble and everything.
Zeller setting the pick for Walker. It's tipped and stolen by Roten. And now here comes Williams leading the break. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
I ain't even been here. I ain't even been out here.
And Charlotte had a lot of momentum going into last season.
So how you? I'm just saying, how you locking them up if I ain't been playing? If he ain't been playing,
the whole year playing catch up.
I've been in foul trouble. I played 1 quarter.
Walker the pass to Williams. And it's blocked. They recover it. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Walker penetrating. And the dunk by Zeller.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Clark
Yes,
bringing it
sir.
down hard.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Here's Porzingis, defended by Batum. Porzingis can't hit. And for the Hornets, they seemed to get back on track last January, but they faded Clark quickly after that and were too far behind to make up room and get in the playoffs.
And, you know, they had a rash of injuries, Kevin, and that really did them in. All in all, it was a season that just didn't have any traction for them because of the injuries.
Hello?
Walker with a clean look.
Huh?
They grabbed their own miss. Back to Zeller. Tries again. Knocks it loose. Knicks trail by 12. O'Quinn dishes to Roten. The feed to Vujacic. Batum with the steal. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Hornets.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
You know, they're taking care of business in the paint, too. Those are valuable points they've been getting down low.
Well, Clark, what can you say about the Knicks last season? They had a lot of trouble on their road trips, among other things.
Well, especially on the road. I mean, only managed to get 7 road wins on the season, Kevin.
Here's Porzingis. Got a hand on it. And he's able to get it back. Good.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Hornets leading by 11. Walker. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And for the Knicks last season, they actually shot decently on the road. They just didn't play any defense. And that's kind of what did them in.
Nice shot by Porzingis.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Dishes to Zeller. To the paint. Batum. It's blocked. And here we go. Roten heading to the hoop. On the wing, Batum. From past the arc. Again, Batum missing.
Well, you know, going back to the Knicks on the road, they just forgot to defend the three-point shot. I mean, they had the worst three-point field goal percentage defense with their opponents making 40% of their threes against them. That was the worst in the league.
That free throw good from Porzingis. And so he hits both.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
And Walker kicks to Zeller. Inside. Williams passes to Zeller. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Kaminsky, he's checked in for Williams. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist comes in for Nicholas Batum. Lamb, he's checked in for Troy Daniels. And it's Jeremy Lin.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when you need a spark, something electric to get your teammates fired up.
On the wing, Williams. They set the pick. Up off the screen. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
to Porzingis. It's stolen by Kaminsky. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Another shot. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
That's his second personal foul. Going to the line.
And he knocks down the first one.
Jeremy Lamb.
And guys, over his first 3 seasons, no question Jeremy Lamb has been a major disappointment. Clark, his game simply didn't seem to evolve at all over that time.
Well, that's why scouting is an inexact science. You know, he was a major piece in that James Harden trade, Kevin, a few years back, but just hasn't found the traction anticipated for him.
All right,
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And on the topic of Lamb, he really has everything he needs to succeed. Great length and athleticism. Was an excellent all-around jump shooter in college. For some reason, his game just hasn't translated to the NBA level yet. But I think if he can improve his motor, he's going to have an opportunity to be an impact player for a long time.
And, you know, regarding Lamb's development, most scouts felt the weaknesses he did have could be ironed out over time. Well, there's still time. He needs to improve his strength, his ball handling, and his effort on defense. All things well within his control.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Kurt Rambis had to say to the team. He talked mainly about giving them a different look defensively and dropping more bodies into the paint, saying, listen, they're eating us up on the inside, and we need to do whatever it takes to stop it. Guys, back to you.
Thanks again, Doris. And Lopez throws it down.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Here's Lamb. He dishes it to Kaminsky to the left side wing. Jefferson kicks to Kaminsky. Excellent D there from Anthony. Knicks trail by 6. Roten dishes to Vujacic. No good on the 3. Here's Jefferson, and the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Thomas with the ball, now guarded by Kaminsky. Thomas goes in, sinks that one from the post. Now just a 4-point Charlotte lead.
And tired legs affect you at the defensive end first. And that's what we're seeing here.
You called it, Greg. As much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
Kaminsky. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. One of the more recognizable names in the draft this year from Wisconsin, Frank Kaminsky, mostly because of his play, his terrific play at the college level, Clark.
Player of the year in college basketball, Frank the Tank led the Badgers to a chance at the national championship. They came up short against Duke, but he showed himself to be a leader and a multi-skilled big man.
To the inside. Here's Lopez.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Double by Roten.
Didn't do that. I pulled away, coach. I wasn't trying to do that.
And so here is New York. Knicks trail by 4. Now Vujacic. Outside Anthony. Lopez a screen. 6 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. Here's Roten. Hornets with the rebound.
I didn't know if I had time to flush it.
Has got his 6th rebound on the night. Thomas again. Slam. Outside Jefferson. Kicks it to Kaminsky. And it's good. And the Hornets lead by 6.
I tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
This is when the defenders really have to protect the basket. You need to be in sync as
Don't
a
do me
unit
like that.
defensively. Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Lynn kicks to Jefferson.
Come on, man. Stop doing that. There's nothing there. I'm sliding my feet and everything. I don't even put my arms up.
In this league, but he hasn't played on that many great teams, and he's never made an all-star team. Hard to imagine.
A different look for New York. Porzingis, he's checked in for Lopez, and it's Williamson for Lance Thomas. And for Allen Jefferson, never making an all-star team. He's got the numbers on offense to get him there. People just feel he's probably, what, Clark, one-dimensional?
Well, you know, even though the All-Star game has no defense for the most part, you usually need to play a little bit of D to have a chance to get there.
Stolen away. And here we go with Anthony.
I'll take that's good, D.
There's the foul. It's on Jeremy Lamb. That'll be his second foul of the game. Anthony with it. Goes back up. And right on target. Good. Anthony's got 28.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
To the wing on the left. Kaminsky, the best to Jefferson.
Oh my God.
And he uses both hands to jam.
He's a man, I tell you.
He is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the rim.
You gotta take the good with the bad.
Here's Roten. The pass to Porzingis. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
Jefferson dishes to Lynn. And that
Come on.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
It's Anthony with the drive. Williams passes it to Porzingis.
And he places that
Appreciate
pass
it.
out in front of him and let him just
Come
run
on,
into
man.
it in rhythm.
Outside, Lynn. Right side, Jefferson.
That's smart. That's smart because I couldn't decide who to go to.
4 points now in the quarter.
What a move. He saw a window on the other side of the rim and whipped it around for the immaculate reverse.
Roten kicks to Williams. Comes up empty down low.
And they've had the edge in rebounding all night long, and none bigger than that one right there.
And guys, you've seen it countless times in a close game. Hustle plays can really make the difference.
Here's Kaminsky. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. It's Carmelo Anthony on the way.
This is what happens when you allow Carmelo Anthony to heat up.
55 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Now here's Lynn. He's covered by Roten.
One time, Porzingis.
It's Jefferson with the drop. Here's Kaminsky.
Ah, Porzingis! Get the rebound, you bitch ass!
Huge points.
Beyond huge, partner. I mean, they needed that.
Come on, man, right there.
New York lost timeout. They're
I
trailing
mistimed the
5-4.
first one. I was bad as
33
hell.
seconds left to play
I'd
in
have
the
got
final
that.
So for the Knicks, Lopez, he's checked in for Derek Williams. Swallow comes in for Sasha Vujacic. And it's Grant in for Tony Roden.
No, I said I knew you switched it up.
We've got 33 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Grant up top. He's guarded by Williams.
Porzingis.
And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a three-point game.
And the perfect time to be perfect at the line. Only a three can tie it now.
New York calls timeout. They're losing by 3. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Size your thoughts?
They got a lot of A-Raps in Charlotte.
You can take the three to tie it or get the quick two.
Hell yeah.
You know, if it
Hey, flood my city.
quick two would be the way I would lean, Greg, but the foul has to come immediately after that.
It's Anthony with the drive. Buries it. And that shot brings them to within just one.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a three-point game.
They have a chance to tie it up.
A three ball would do just that.
From the corner. Can't get it to go.
I should have picked the fake.
And so it's the Hornets who come out on top.
Good game, coach.
They put on here at home tonight.
Tremendous work.
I'm mad as hell I couldn't get Porzingis in the game. F fucking fouls. That's a good one. He came in late though. Damn, that was a good ass game. Nah, I was gonna go pick and fade, but I forgot to hit the thing to make it fade. I was gonna go back to Porzingis, but I forgot to hit it. When he rolled, it was over. It's like, damn.